I can't sleep. And I'm a little bit sick. But Pro-Q 4 just dropped. So the first thing I want to try is actually the thing I'm least excited about. So that's going to be the draw function. I'm going to hop in and see if it's a gimmick, if it's dope. Let's just put this on the synth and bass bus. So just really quickly, this is what this sounds like. I'm going to go on this bus here and I'm going to just draw in the first thing that comes out and let's see how this works. So I hit the pen icon. Cool. It shows you like what's going to happen as you go over. So I'm going to let this play and just do it live. This is actually really dope. This is like new territory for me. I'm sure there's other plugins that have had something similar to this, but for a first experience of just drawing in a random curve, doing some cuts at the bottoms and some lifts, I want to do that one more time. Let's see. Can I go back to the default? That's so dope. Okay, I take it back. That's now my favorite thing and also the first thing I'm checking out. Okay, so from here I'm going to go to the thing I was most excited for, which was the new color options that they have down here, clean, subtle, and warm. So we're listening. I'm going to put this back on. We're listening to it with the completely transparent setting, which they call clean. So I'm going to go through each of these. Let's hear that in context with the beat. This is a game changer. I thought I was like a little skeptical of the update because, I mean, we didn't see much of it and I didn't have a lot of time to be like, oh, what's going on in here? Because that video came out a couple days ago. This is an amazing EQ because those color options turn this into a mastering EQ, something to add a little spice to your mixes, to your sounds. So obviously we can go surgical like we're used to using the transparent or the clean mode, but these sound amazing. I'm going to do some crazy boosts just to hear what happens on the top end. So turn down your speakers if this is going to be too abrasive, but I want to check this out. That is insane. Do you hear how smooth that top end is? Okay. All right, FabFilter. We've been waiting a long time, but we did not forget that y'all are king. All right, let's put this on the bass. Okay, let's check out some of that resonance, spectral, what are they calling it? The soothe stuff. They're calling it make it spectral. All right, and then I open this tab here to get our settings, and this is going to be auto threshold, or we can set it ourselves. Spectral density, attack, and release. Very cool. It looks like we have a delta, or I don't know if this is a delta or just the main headphone just to solo this band. And then our sidechain here, if we were going to sidechain, oh, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sidechain the kick into this low pass here and bring this way down, turn on sidechain. So the sidechain's now on. Now I need to find the kick, and let's just see what happens if I hit, I'm going to solo the bass. Interesting. So what I did there was I turned off the spectral and I put it just on main dynamic mode, which sounded a lot more like sidechain compression. Let me bring this in with the mix. That is cool. Let's clear this. Okay, now if that's not a way to carve right there, you hear that. This is like I lost all the bass. I could obviously move this attack and release settings and dial it in and we could get the bass back, but it's ducking the bass quite a lot right now with the auto settings that's on here. But going to spectral mode, I don't even really need to touch the threshold or the attack or the release. It's kind of just doing it. Okay, so the headphones are letting me hear what is sidechaining. That's why we heard the kick so loud there. Let's do something here. So if I make this dynamic, I'm able to sidechain it internally. So what I want to do now is when there's the most sub-frequency, I want this to, let's have it either come up or come down. So let's just open up the advanced tab here. And instead of band, I'm going to hit free. And then I can just select the area right here, just like Pro MB. You might be familiar with this. This free, basically anywhere we select in the frequency spectrum with this are going to be sidechaining to those frequencies. So let's try it. Very cool. So say I wanted to make this more of a sub bass and get rid of some of those higher mid frequencies in here. I can duck it, but then we can use the attack and release to really sculpt it. Check it out. It's almost like we added a transient, a little bit late of a transient because the attack is not fully at its quickest, but it's giving a percussive bounce to the bass. Listen to how messy the bass is with those synths. The whole mix falls apart with this off, but just having this on now. The bass is tighter, it's groovier, and it's more exciting. And this is inspiring because of the color section and some of these new controls. Very cool. Let's keep this moving. Let's go to this distorted drum sample. All right, so I made this quick EQ curve here on the hats. I want to check out some of the mid-side action with some of these new sounds. I'm going to put this on sides. So I want to hear what the saturation EQ sounds like on the sides. It's giving that three-dimensional thing you feel when you use analog or a great EQ plugin. So I'm going to turn this EQ off now, listen to the hi-hats, and listen to where they sit as soon as I bring this in. It's one of those sounds, and you saw how quick this was to make, that just brings a track to life. Okay, so if I open up all of the Pro-Q 4s I have so far, this is what the menu looks like. So drum distortion, go back to our bass here. Now what would be really cool is it looks like I can affect, yes, I can affect everything on the fly. That's huge. One thing that would be cool that I'm sure we can't do, and if we can do it, that's just amazing. Looks like we're still able to draw EQs, and we have just our auto gain and turning off and phase shift here, as well as pans and levels. It would be so cool if we could use the free sidechain, the internal sidechain from another Pro-Q to it. So say I wanted to just sidechain the bass to the hi-hats. Obviously, I could do that by routing it, but how cool would that be if you could just do that? And maybe you can. Someone drop it in the comments if you can currently. If you can't, that would be a sick update. Let's go to the vocals now and see what we can do. I chose this vocal here because this was, when I'm writing music, I just use cadences a lot of the time to get the songwriting going. I'll make the beat and then hop on the mic. So I'll put this on here. We'll listen to it, and I'm just going to start mixing with this. Okay, before we do this, we'll get back to this. I want to try sidechaining the synths to this vocal and see if we can get more space so there's a little bit less clashing. We could do that with dynamic mode previously, but what I want to do now is try the Spectral Dynamics with it and see how it sounds. So I'm just going to put another Pro-Q 4 on the synths, and I'm going to sidechain the acapella into it. So let's just do a wide band just to see, and I'm going to do make it spectral and open up the advanced tab, and this is how you enable the sidechain, that little button right there. So let's just mix this in. Now let's do that just to the mids. So hear what that sounds like. How cool is that? Let's do it just on the sides. And I'm still on clean mode, so I want to turn on warm with this. Okay, so if I want to see where the frequencies are kind of overlapping, where there's a lot of energy in the same place, you're going to open up the analyzer section and click this middle button down here and check it out. Where it's darker red, it's going to be showing you where there are frequencies that are kind of together. So I'm just going to put a band here, and I'm going to put this on Make It Spectral. I'm going to sidechain that to the vocal. So low mids sound super muddy in vocals a lot of the time because oftentimes we have a lot of other, mud does live there. I always cut around there, at least in my vocals, because I got a lot of mud, especially when I'm sick. But sometimes it's just about having too much mud. So maybe I want that vocal because I think that crispiness down there, that edginess sounds really nice. So by cutting it using the sidechain with Spectral Dynamics on this band that have a lot of the same energy, we're really kind of carving out a space for that, and the mix, in my opinion, opens up. It makes me feel like the vocal is mixed better, if that makes sense. It's weird. It doesn't sound like the synths are changing. It sounds like the vocal, even though it's the synths that we're doing this cut to. Very cool. I'm going to leave that on for now because I like it. And let's throw one on the vocal now and see what we can do. Again, that draw tool is amazing. Let's put this on warm. I do have to say one thing I was expecting, and I'm not mad that it's not on there. That would be taking this probably further than it needs to go. But I was hoping that we could put the warm or the subtle coloration per band on this. How cool would that be if you could do some transparent cuts and boosts and then maybe just on the top end? But that's why we can use more than one EQ. Do some Spectral Dynamics because it's new down in the muddy area. So enable Spectral. That's outrageous what I just did to it. It should sound awful, and it just sounds pretty bad, if that makes sense. Listen on clean. It's going to sound screechy up there, I bet. Put it back on clean. Sounds like you just put like a CL1B, that top end on the CL1B on that vocal and just was able to drive it. Or the C800 like sizzle. Not that up air stuff. It's that sizzle. Because things can get really hissy around here, especially if we got up to the 10s. I want to try drawing an EQ curve on the entire mix of this and using some of the new color options on it to see how it sounds. All right, this is a 10 out of 10. Love this plugin. Obviously, I can always find something that I would want, but to be real with you, I think they just nailed this. I'm about ready for bed, finally. I'll see you guys soon.